Hi guys, my name's Doug. Welcome to my messy garage. In today's video we're going to be continuing working on the Force 120 horse on Project Pontoon. When I was redoing the fuel system I encountered a little problem. I can't get the primer bulb to firm up. And we took this out, put it in the lake and tried it, and also it's falling flat on its face. I thought it was a problem with one of the carburetors, but I've checked those over and everything looks to be in good shape. So I'm pretty sure we got a problem with the fuel pump, which is right here. When I squeeze the primer bulb, I'll put the microphone up beside it. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up or not, but I can hear fuel flowing inside of the fuel pump. And if I keep pumping the primer bulb, eventually fuel starts running out the exhaust. So I think it's pretty safe to say we got a bad diaphragm or valve or something in the fuel pump. I have a fuel pump rebuild kit that I got ordered in, so we'll try putting that in and see if we can get this engine running right. Thanks for watching. So here's our fuel pump, and looking at it, I'm going to say it's never been apart. Looks like factory paint is still on all of the screw heads. That might be a good sign. As long as the screws aren't stuck in, which they don't appear to be. And we don't want to lose the nice little block washer that's in behind. As you can see, washer there that we don't want to lose. And that screw's kind of, a little bit kind of stuck in behind this pump piece. And the final screw, of course, is in behind the inlet for the fuel. Fortunately, there is a bolt on here that we can take out and this whole screen assembly comes off. I got a new gasket for that anyways, so it won't hurt to pull that cover off of there. And there's the old gasket. Still reasonably pliable. Seemed to be sealing, but we'll put the new one in. And there we are, right there. Nice little hole in the diaphragm. That is the root cause of our issues. Yeah, this screw is just going to be just a little on the difficult side. I think we'll make it work. So the way this works, we've got our gasket here on the motor side, and we've got a diaphragm, and that doesn't We've got spring here that keeps tension on the diaphragm, and we've got a couple of check valves. That diaphragm is most definitely a little on the crispy side. We want to leave that just well enough alone. Here's our collection of parts. Got the gasket for the fuel strainer. We've got a new diaphragm. And that appears to be the diaphragm gasket. Something tells me that might be a little bit interesting to get together. Thinking what I'm going to do is get a little bit of gasket goo, and not so much that I want to glue those in place, but just hold them up in place until I get the cover to go on, because if we try and assemble everything on this half, we're going to be fighting this spring that pushes on the diaphragm, and that is going to make things rather difficult. So we have the Permatex gasket maker. It's, I don't know, I use it on the airplane. You can make gaskets out of it. It doesn't harden up and it stays a little bit flexible. It's essentially like a gel. It's not completely dried up in the tube. I'll just put a little bit on here. A few spots. Got a fuel side. Got a little bit on the gasket too. Hold things relatively in place. And likewise, we'll put some on the diaphragm side of things. Okay, there is the diaphragm in place. Now this little button is going to be a challenge. Or maybe not. Looking in all the holes, I don't see any misalignment in the gasket. That's a good sign. I won't tighten those up all the way till I get all of them in. Now I'll put the two smaller ones in. So I'm having a little bit of an issue getting these back two screws to grab. And I'll show you what's going on there and why. If we dig in here, you can just see there's a gap between this part of the engine and the body of the fuel pump. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. And if I push in on that screw, you can just see the back end of a nut. So what's happening is that nut is falling back just far enough that the threads aren't grabbing. So what I have to do is stick a screwdriver or something in there to hold the nut into the body of the fuel pump, and then we can put the tighten the threads up. That should hold everything together. Since I don't have a flat blade screwdriver out here, we'll just stick lay my pocket knife in there. Just the whole thing's lined up. Slow one, and now I'll do the upper. Nice pliable new gasket, put in there. And there is the body of the fuel screen. Now, normally I would pull the screen out and clean it, but I did that a couple of weeks ago when we redid the fuel system, so I'm not really all that concerned. There's a keyway here, there's 2 notches on the inside of the body, so you need to line up. You need to line up one of those notches with the body of the pump, snug it up. Okay, now for the moment, take the primer bulb. Still not firming up, but it's better. Don't ask me why I wasn't doing it, but the fuel bulb is now firm. And the good news is we don't have any more fuel running out of the exhaust system. I'd call that a success. Now we won't know whether this has been a complete success till we try it on the lake, and that is in the plan for this afternoon. Unfortunately, the lake test didn't go quite the way that I'd planned it to, but that is going to be a story for another video. I think we're going to end this one here and say that basically the fuel pump repair was successful. Thanks a lot for watching, and check back in a couple weeks to see how the lake test turned out.